Have you ever felt like you're giving your absolute all, pouring your heart and soul into your work, only feel completely undervalued? That gnawing frustration, the sense that your worth isn't being recognized? Well, if you're a fan of the San Francisco 49ers, that's precisely the emotional roller coaster we're riding today as the news cycle absolutely explodes around one of our most beloved, gritty, and undeniably clutch players, Jauan Jennings. Welcome to the 49ers Report. I'm your name, and no matter where you are or how you're tuned in, thank you for rocking with us and supporting the show. Today, we're diving headfirst into firestorm ignited by Adam Schefter's bombshell report. Jauan Jennings wants a new deal or he wants out. The unfolding drama. Pay me or trade me, the news hit Monday morning. A seismic tremor for many of us on the West Coast just waking up. Schefter dropped the bomb. Jennings, currently slated to earn $7.5 million in the final year of his contract, is demanding a new deal or a trade. The 49ers did extend him last year, but that doesn't change Jennings' resolve. This isn't just a rumor, folks. This is a clear, unequivocal stance from Jennings and his camp. Pay me or trade me. Last year, he was an exclusive rights free agent, and the Niners did give him a pay bump, technically a 2-year deal with 2025 being the final year. But for this 2017 7th-round pick out of Tennessee, who has steadily climbed the ladder and seen his role and importance skyrocket in this offense, it's about securing that long-term financial security he's earned. The market mayhem. Why Jennings' leverage you see. The wide receiver market isn't just inflating, it's absolutely exploding. Just look at Garrett Wilson of the New York Jets, who just inked an extension, making him the 5th highest paid wide receiver in the NFL at a staggering $33.5 million. Every time one of these deals gets done, the bar is reset and a player like Jauan Jennings, coming off a career year, sees his value increasing exponentially. He's been a clutch performer, a fantastic developmental story, and frankly, an underrated cornerstone of the Niners culture. He knows his worth, and he's applying maximum pressure because he understands the uncertainty swirling around the 49ers' receiving core. Brandon Ayuk's contract situation looms large. Ricky Pearsall is battling his second hamstring injury in as many years, and Demarcus Robinson could be facing a suspension. With Jacob Cowing and Jordan Watkins as rookies, Jennings becomes the undeniable number 1 target if Ayuk isn't on the field. The Niners need him, and he knows it. The offer in the hardball, so if I were General Manager John Lynch, what would I do? I love Jauan Jennings as a player. His size, his contested catchability, his versatility. Inside, outside, slot X receiver. He's been absolutely clutch for this team in the biggest moments. For those who question his price tag, I ask you, is his ability to come through on money downs, in crunch time situations, in the biggest games, worth a premium? I believe it is. My offer to Jauan Jennings will be firm, between $11 million and $15 million per year. I think that's a fair market rate for a player of his caliber, especially considering he's had one truly breakout year. And let's be clear, the 49ers have the financial capital, with $45.6 million in cap space. Second most in the league, they can absolutely afford it. But here's where the hardball comes in. If Jennings turns that down and demands more, then my stance shifts. I'd explore trade partners, though I don't expect a king's ransom. A 4th-round pick at best, a 5th-rounder more realistically. And if I can't find a suitable trade partner, or if the compensation isn't what I'm looking for, then I'd force him to play out the remainder of his deal. The 49ers have bent the knee to Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams, Nick Bosa, and Deebo Samuel. You cannot afford to overpay for a player with one solo year of elite production. Jennings isn't good enough to sit out the year, and if he wants that big bag, he needs to go out and prove it in 2025. He'll get compensated in free agency after his age 28 season if he delivers. He's a nice player, but not a great player, and that distinction is crucial when you're managing a championship contending roster. Unpacking Jennings' game. The nice player. Debate. Let's be clear about Jennings' on-field value. He excels in several critical areas. His track record of being clutch on 3rd and 4th downs is incredible. He might be a 4.7-second 40-yard dash guy, lacking elite speed. But he's physical, he wins at the catch point, and he's a savvy route runner who uses his body control and head fakes to create separation. He's at excellent length and is tough at the catch point, and perhaps most importantly in Kyle Shanahan's offense. He is a phenomenal run blocker, arguably one of the best wide receivers in the entire league in that regard. Last year, his production was awesome. 113 targets, 77 catches for 975 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He might have even hit 1,000 yards if he hadn't been ejected from that Week 18 Arizona game for being too physical. However, his pass production doesn't quite match that breakout year. 265 yards in 2023, for 116 in 2022, and 282 in 2021. As a rookie, he didn't even make the 53-man roster. Yes, he's gotten better and his value has increased, but the consistent high-level production isn't there to justify an overpayment. He's a nice player, not a great player. The strategic silver lining, a bargain in the making, but there's a positive spin to all of this. If the Niners pay Jennings now between $11 million and $15 million, and he goes out in 2025 and has another stellar year, that number could look like an absolute bargain. It's a fantastic price tag for a high-end number 2 or even a low-end number 1 receiver. If San Francisco doesn't pay him now, and he plays out his contract with similar production, there will undoubtedly be a team desperate for wide receiver help willing to pay him between $15 million and $20 million in free agency. So, paying him early could actually save the team money down the road. The skyrocketing wide receiver market, exemplified by players like Mike Evans making $20 million AAV after consistently hitting 1,000 yards, shows why Jennings wants a share. His advanced stats are also head-turning. A 63% contested catch percentage, 2.44 yards per route run, 14th in the league, and EPA on targets of 42.5, 19th. There's a legitimate argument he was a top 25 wide receiver last year, which fuels his demand. The looming deadline. Pressure mounts Jennings has likely been making his feelings known for months, and we've discussed this on the show before. The Niners should pay him now. But with training camp for veterans reporting on July 22nd, it's crunch time. The pressure on the 49ers at the wide receiver position is immense. When will Ayuk return? Can Ricky Pearsall stay healthy and become a legitimate threat? With those question marks, Jennings is arguably the number 1 wide receiver on this team right now. So, what say you, the loyal 49ers faithful? What should the Niners do with Jauan Jennings? Type P for pay him or T for trade him down in the comments section right now. Where could Jennings land? Beyond the Bay Area, where could Jauan Jennings potentially land? My good buddy Jack Sperry, host of Steelers Talk, recently made the case that Jennings is Pittsburgh's perfect wide receiver too, especially after they traded George Pickens and acquired DK Metcalf. The Steelers are clearly in win-now mode, making aggressive moves like signing Aaron Rodgers and trading for Jalen Ramsey. Sperry believes Pittsburgh will be willing to pay Jennings around $20 million, given his production and fit in an offense that values run blockers and big body route runners. Sperry's proposed trade idea: Jennings to the Steelers for a 2026 fourth-round pick and Roman Wilson, a shiftier slot guy drafted by Pittsburgh. I think that's a fantastic deal for the Niners if Jennings truly wants out. Then there's Jeremy Chuggs, host of our Texans channel, who raised an intriguing point. While the Texans are stacked at wide receiver, he suggested a potential swap where Houston sends Xavier Hutchinson, a 2023 sixth-round pick with similar size to Jennings and a willingness to block, to San Francisco for a 2026 sixth-round pick. This makes sense given the strong working relationship between the Niners and Texans, thanks to DeMeco Ryans. Other teams that come to mind as potential Jennings destinations include the Las Vegas Raiders, who need a physical, tough receiver like Jennings for Pete Carroll's new culture, the New York Jets, who could use another reliable target alongside Garrett Wilson, and even the Tennessee Titans, who might jump at the chance to bring the Tennessee Volunteers legend home and give him the long-term deal he seeks as a safety blanket for Cam Ward. A no-brainer for the Niners? At the end of the day, here's what I think happens. The Niners have the cap space, wide receiver is a clear need, and Jennings has been an invaluable part of this organization. For me, offering him $11 million to $15 million is a no-brainer. If he demands more, then yes, explore trade or force him to play out his deal. But for a seventh-round pick who is yet to secure significant financial stability beyond this year, the opportunity to double his salary after one great season is a compelling proposition. Do you want to see more Chat Sports collaborations with hosts from other channels breaking down the biggest stories? If that's the case, and you want more cross-channel insights, type chat down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you soon.